Hey everybody, it's your girl Imra Gregory. Oh, let's sit and let's have us a good conversation. Cheers to that. Today I want to talk about why do people marry? And when I ask that question, it's to the people that choose to make this huge decision that affects everything that goes after that. So I'm gonna ask again, why do people marry? Now, I've always felt that most people marry because they start noticing that, okay, my peers have been married for this many years and I'm still not in that place of ready to be married. You have people that decide to marry because they just want to have that big dream of that beautiful wedding that they've always wanted. You have people that decide to get married because it was part of the how can I say this? It was part of the list. When I'm 24, I'm going to do this. And when I'm 27, I'm going to have this happen, this. And I'm 30, So they stick to the plan that they had as children. But I just want to make sure that I express how serious it is about deciding to marry. Deciding to marry is one of the biggest, even hugest decisions that you can ever make in your life. Why? Because deciding who you marry not only affects you, it affects the children, it affects your legacy, it affects the next generation that comes after your one choice of deciding who you marry. It is a big decision. And I always felt like I never understood why people would marry, but then you have the husband or the wife that choose to go and commit adultery. You know, why are you cheating? Do you not understand that you literally made a covenant with yourself, your husband or your wife? And yeah, you made a covenant. A covenant is not meant to be broken. Marriage is forever. Period. Put a dot on it. Okay? Marriage is forever. And I get it. In 2025, everybody think that, okay, we can have a divorce if it doesn't work out. No, you have to literally look at it way bigger than whatever is going on in 2025. When God decided that we should marry under a covenant, it was never meant to be broken. And we was always supposed to make sure that we make the right choice because that is a big decision, right? So for the people, and trust me, I don't want you to feel bad for your decisions and for whatever you chose to do in your marriage, but I'm just here to be the messenger. And I personally feel that if you are making decisions in your marriage that is not benefiting the marriage, that is not benefiting the little people that you have brought into that marriage, you don't understand that you are breaking a covenant between you, your wife, your husband, and yeah, it is way bigger than you just making bad decisions. So if you are, then I pray that you acknowledge your mistakes and you change for the better, because you are not only creating a family, you're not only creating a marriage, you are creating a legacy. A legacy for real, okay? And what you do, people after you are going to look up to. So at the end of the day, it's what we do. We are the examples to the next generation. So if you are cheating on someone that is your children's mother, or well, that's just what it is. If you are cheating or you are not making decisions that are benefiting your marriage to the point where you have every excuse to why this marriage didn't happen, then you need to look into self and understand, what is it that I'm doing that isn't working? What is it that I'm doing that is not benefiting my family and my legacy? Now, don't get me wrong. We have things in life that it's a no can do when it comes to marriage. One of them is domestic violence. You know, one of them is, a lot of people still decide to continue after cheating, but cheating is that's still a breaking of the covenant. It's called adultery. It's literally in the Bible. So it's time for us to pay attention. Okay, we gotta pay attention first of all to, when we decide to marry, understand that it's the biggest, okay, the hugest decision of your life. Now, once you are already in it, because people decide to just jump into it, they don't understand how big it is until they get into it, and then it'll be a shock to you. What you're not gonna do, or what we cannot do, is act like as if marriage is just something that's so small. It ain't really that big of a problem. Oh, it's a big problem, right? So you have to own up to your actions and be better, do better, and understand that, all right, I messed up, but I have a legacy to go from here. Because those little people that's looking up to you, they looking at everything you do. It's not about what you tell them anymore. It's about what you do. That's what's most important. You got to remember, those little people are going to be raising your next generation of little people. And that's what's most important. Whatever you put into them little pure souls are going to raise the next pure souls. It's a legacy. That's the reason why God made it a covenant. So remember, y'all, marriage is forever. So when you make that decision to marry, make sure that you are 100, okay, not just 100, 1000% sure that that is the man or the woman that you plan to grow old with. Okay, grow old with and make a legacy, because it is a huge thing. Okay, and that's just the conversation of tonight. So y'all, let's sip and have this conversation. Cheers to marriage.